So hello and welcome to another video from Dazatron's Diorama Llama. And so this is the last kind of spotlight in the Jushin Liger series. I hope you've been enjoying looking at some of these quite rare, quite unique and unusual toys based on the anime series Jushin Liger. So do kind of look back if you haven't checked on those earlier videos, just so you can see what this is all about, what the anime is about, and why it links to my childhood and why I've built this collection up over the past year. Well, when I was buying some of these toys and I managed to find Jushin Liger here, and there's already a spotlight on this character, I saw a picture on one of the Japanese auction sites of this character here. Now, I knew the character from the anime, so he's kind of this creature that gets summoned by two of Ken's friends. So Ken is the main character in the series, who looks a little bit like that there. Okay, this isn't Ken, this is Pegasus from Saint Seiya, I think it's called. But it's pretty much a spitting image of the character Ken from Jushin Liger. So Ken, he controls Liger, which is the big kind of knight lion kind of character there. And later on in the series, he gets into a bit of a tough spot and he needs some help. And he's got two kind of twin sisters for friends, and Yoi and May, I think it is. And they have this kind of psychic connection, and they're able to summon this kind of horse, this battle horse called Begaruda, or sometimes known as Vegaruda, I think it is over here in the West. And just a really cool design, a really cool creature. He's got all this armor, he can fly, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, you know, it's not like the flying horses that you would see like in some of my daughter's shows when she was growing up. This is like, you know, a flying horse of boys, if you like, you know, just really mean looking thing, just really, really cool. So I saw a picture of this and I thought, wow, I just need that. It's so good. It's so cool. I want that's part of the collection, but everywhere I looked, the prices were just astronomical. In fact, the last one I saw on eBay was over £400. But I saw this and I just thought I'd love to have one. And friends of mine, so Phil from Robot Recruits, Russ from Toys R Us, Colin Magnum Prime, they'd been telling me, and Shell actually, in Ferris, all of them have been telling me about using these Japanese auction sites, like Mandarake and Jaus, or Jaus, which is JAUCE.com. And I just hadn't bitten the bullet. And so after seeing that one on eBay for over £400, oh, I'll have a little look. And I saw one on Jaws, and it actually was a broken one. The back leg was snapped off, but it looked in great nick. In fact, it came with the box as well. It was just the back leg had been broken. I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe could I fix that? It was a ratchet joint, so it was a bit, I don't know. At least I could, you know, kind of peg it in place or something. And actually, it was cheap. It was going for under £100. And I thought, oh, I want to go for that. So I did actually. I put a bid on for that. But there was another one at the same time going for a buy it now price. So it wasn't a bid, so I could just buy it. And it was under the cost, the under £135, which was kind of my very highest kind of limit. So I didn't win the auction for the broken one, and in some ways it felt like destiny. I was meant to get the proper version, and I thought, right, okay, I'm gonna go in on it, buy this version, and I'm really, really pleased that I did. I did get hit by customs, unfortunately, which is a £40 fine on top of that, which was gutting. But do you know what? that's still a fraction of the cost I've seen these go for, and it's a really minty toy. It's in really good condition, probably the best condition of all of the toys I've got from this series. It comes in a beautiful box. Box is a bit damaged, so there is some wear there on the corners, but just look at that artwork. Nice kind of the fire Liger, almost kind of gargoyle on the top there. Oops. I'm just going to pull that around so you can see the back. So you can see there all of the different gimmicks that you've got with this. So because this is a battle horse, you've got all the armor, which I'll show you in a moment. You can add to it. It shows you some screenshots where the character of Liger can hold some of the weapons, so I'll show you that as well a bit later. And he also actually is battery operated, so it does come with these kind of clear orange missiles which you can shoot at. And I'm not going to do that because I want to leave those missiles on the sprues that they came with. So you can see they come on here. So I'm not going to fire those. I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to keep them on there. So it comes with instructions. And I love to see this kind of stuff, so that's why I'm showing it on here. Because I do like to see all the leaflets that come with these toys, especially the vintage toys. So we've got the nice artwork again. We've got all the different kind of gimmicks and features. Shows you a little battery compartment there where you can put the missiles. This is nice as well. It comes with these little cutouts, so you've got something to fire the missiles at. And then it shows you there how you can give your weapon upgrades to the deluxe Liger toy as well. So that's really cool. Bit of information here. I don't know if this was a send-off or anything in particular. I don't know, because it requires a stamp, but that would be cool. I don't know if there was like something that you can send off for. These are the Dragonite and Empress Zara cards. And you've also got Dolga there. So all the various Dragonites. In fact, let me just do a little close-up of this artwork because it's great. And you saw some of these characters in the model kits that were released, but they were kind of the super deformed versions. Unfortunately, I haven't got Zara in the model kit. And there's the last two characters. Beautiful artwork from the anime there. And then we've got this as well, which is a really cool leaflet. There's my favourite character, Ryu, who becomes Dolga there. But then you can turn that. You get a really nice kind of inner working shot. And that's the thing, you can just about see the character of Ryu there is kind of wrapped up. Almost like they're kind of like these, like, you know, tendons and things like this, and sinews, like the inside of this kind of body. So that's what it's called, this bio armor. And I just love that packaging artwork there. And then it shows you then what the deluxe character can do. So if you've watched my video, you will have seen me show you how the little character of Ryu kind of goes up inside its neck, and it can kind of transform into the dragon. Go down here, some product shots of some of the characters. I think these might be, I think these are the smaller scale versions you can get. And I know Theo Kane from Slime House has got one of those. Those are the Safubi versions, which I've also seen available. And then I think those would be the little model kits. No, there won't be. So they must have released some little super deformed versions as well. I haven't seen those at all, actually. That's a new one for me. But they're cool. Yeah, I haven't seen those, so I'll have to look out for those. And then you got the same on the back. So it takes the same idea. Some really cool artwork there. Don't know if you can see that. And that rock there is where Zara, the Empress, and the Dragonites, that's where they kind of reside. There's Ken. So you can see he's got his top and his blue kind of jeans on. Hence why I thought that character here would work really well for him, even though it's not the same character. It's a spitting image. It looks really good. So let's open this up. You can see we've got a nice view of the bio armor again. There's a little character of Ken in the middle there. And it's giving you again the features. So there is the shot look of the Ken toy that I'm missing. So it's a tiny little kind of 1-inch character. And that goes inside. Actually, I didn't see that. Yeah, I think those claws do flip backwards, which I didn't show on my my spotlight of him. And then we've got the character of Begaruda there. So let's have a look then at the armor. So we've got lots of little pieces here. So this one goes on the front. And we've got this piece which goes on the side like that. And we should have another one of those for the other side. Then we've got this larger piece which goes in the back of his head here. And then that folds over. In fact, I think it goes that way. And that folds down like this kind of Mohican, which is cool. Got a couple of smaller pieces. And don't forget, all of these can be held. In fact, this one here, you can put together and it creates this weapon then, which our character here can hold in his hand. Is it that side or that side? Let's try, oops, let's try that. There you go. So he's got this kind of, like this kind of steel boomerang type thing. So they break apart and they go into these sections here. So you can have them kind of going backwards or forwards. So I think I'll have them going forwards on here. And then we've got these pieces here, which again can become these kind of weapons. You can fold them down and they go on the back legs. So there's 2 of those. And then we've got this kind of mace, which goes into the top here. And I just heard a really nasty crack there, and I got a feeling that I've cracked the top of that. Which is gutting. But it just goes to show with these toys how when they're old toys, you've got to be so careful. Yeah, it has. It's cracked the back of that. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. And then we've got this bit inside here. So we can pull that back. And that's where you store the missiles. There's a little battery compartment, I think it is, in there. And then when you press that button, that will actually shoot them at the front there. So you've got this compartment at the front, which shoots those. And then the wings go onto his neck piece. And so there we have our Begaruda fully armoured up in his battle mode. And so then we can very carefully, again, I don't want to break anything, he says, as the wings fall off. So let's move that out the way. See if I can bring him into more of a seating position. So you can see here, look how the claws fold back. So that's meant to be his normal kind of feet in his Liger mode, and then when he turns into the fiery mode, his claws come out. So I didn't show that on my previous spotlight. And also those pieces, look, move in and out. So they pop. So I don't know actually, if I turn that around, do they lock into place? No, I don't think they do. So let's bring that back round. These claws do go back though, again, for his normal Jushin Liger mode and his beast mode. And then you can sit him on top. And there you have it. Jushin Liger in his powered up mode, riding the deluxe version of Begaruda. Fantastic. So I'm gutted that I've cracked the back of his tail there. That's really frustrated me. But this is not one of those toys that I'm going to be playing with very often. It's mainly going to be a display piece. But I'm really pleased I've got him. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing a spotlight on these characters. Again, please do leave a comment if you've enjoyed this. If you've got any memories of the show yourselves, or if you're just interested in maybe looking up these toys for yourself for your own collection. So thank you for watching. I'm just checking. Yeah, there is articulation in the feet there, but I don't want to do too much. After that bit of damage there, I'm a bit reluctant to move him too much there. But hopefully, yeah, you've seen enough there. Okay, thank you again, and I hope you've enjoyed the Jushin Liger series. I've certainly enjoyed going down that rabbit hole, and I will see you again soon. In fact, I might see if I can get Google Lens to work. And let's just see if we can do a little translation of this information. So protect the demon rock. So created by the gods to protect the evil god was when Liger is summoned. The sword and Liger shouted. So he's summoned by Liger and says with the cry of Goken, the sword and Liger become one. And he even powers up to the level of Liger, allowing him to fight. So a bit of trouble with the translation there, but hopefully we've got the idea there. So 12 years old, a boy against evil who fights, controlling the Jushin Liger. He is known for his behavior. He has a strong sense of justice and will never be discouraged by anything. So although he's a curious and active person and likes to stand out. So a boy who fights evil by controlling Jushin Liger. It seems that their ancestors inherited the blood of good gods. And then the top bit there says transformation bio armor. And down here, oh, it tells you when it's on, actually. So when it's on the network, which is great. So every Saturday evening from 5:30 p.m. That's cool. So these toys were out then when the show was being aired. So armor of unknown origin. Ryodoruk, a doctor in the Drago Empire. And he uses Doga In. You can also power up to... Keeps moving. Sorry, the translation's not very good here. Dork's movements inside his body are similar to Dorga's fight. It is possible to fight the enemy in many different situations. So Ryu Doruk, who controls the demon dragon, the beautiful young King Dorga of the Go Empire. Its origins are shrouded in mystery. He's always calm and he's strong in his actions. And that gives you the story. So the story was a battle between Earth, the good gods, and the gods set on the evil god on what's called the Omni Rock in the year 199X. Lagonites, which I'm assuming are Dragonites, suddenly appeared in the town. Emperor Zoro rules over the evil god, over the Drago Empire, in resurrecting the evil god and trying to conquer the world. The great Fang Sword awakens the fierce anger of the bio armor. So I don't know where you captured that. I just thought it'd be quite nice to translate that. And there's the Takara details there. But nice little leaflet there.